Hey, good morning, guys. Another beautiful fall morning in central Ohio. It's really beautiful out here. Man, um, in a slightly different location. I'm going to have to spin around. So there's trees on one side. There's actually like a field, but there's tall grass. I don't know if you can see it, but it's turning like red and yellow and orange. It's awesome. Thanks for joining. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so. Okay? And today, we're going to talk about the return of Jesus, and we'll be in two different books, but they're both by John. One's the Gospel of John, and the other one is the book of Revelation. Now, before we start, I just want to remind you, if you guys feel down or unmotivated, stressed, anxious, I've been there. It's not good. But I found a way out, and I know that I can help you too. I actually guarantee that I can make you feel happy, regardless of your surroundings. Okay? So give me a call. That's what I do. I help men be the best version of themselves through coaching. And I guarantee I can make you happy. All right? Now, let's talk about the return of Jesus. So, if you probably, I don't know if you read the Bible or recall, Jesus talks about his return as some kind of great comfort. Great comfort. And in fact, the night before he was crucified, when they were in that one room, having the Passover, the Last Supper, uh, the night before, he told them, let's see, this one comes from John. He told them, "Do not let your hearts be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me. My Father's house has many rooms. If that were not so, would I have told you that I'm going there to prepare a place for you? And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come back and take you to be with me, that you also may be where I am." So that's John chapter 14, verses 1 through 3. Now, you can hear the dogs nearby in this new location. But notice like how definitive Christ was when he said, "I will be back. I will come back." So with his disciples, they were obviously struggling, like, oh my gosh, this guy that we gave up everything for, our family, our, any wealth, material possessions that they had, they left it all behind to follow Jesus. And now Jesus is telling them, I'm leaving. So you can imagine how they were probably struggling internally, right? But Jesus offered comfort with his promise of his return. He will return to take his people to his Father's house, which a lot of us just call heaven, right? So for anybody wrestling with anxiety and fear in this present world, I think you can get a great sense of peace knowing that this life, although at times it seems long, it's temporary, and there's much greater things waiting for you for all eternity. And that's got to give you some sense of peace and hope to be able to handle stresses and anxieties and fears that you have in this world. So, how does God describe that home, your eternal home that you can go to? God's dwelling place. Here, this is from the book of Revelation, also by John. Okay? God's dwelling place is now among the people, and he will dwell with them. They will be his people, and he will be their God. He will wipe every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death or mourning or crying or pain, for the old order of things has passed away. So can you imagine that? No sadness, no sin, just pure joy and love. That's from Revelation chapter 21, verses 3 and 4. That book was also written by John. So, if you think about, if you try to put present troubles that you have that cause you stress or anxiety or fear and try to zoom out and look at the big picture and where you're going, much easier to deal with. But you can also change your mind or change your brain in how you feel, whether you're stressed or not. And I know this because I was able to do that to myself. And that's why I can guarantee if you follow the steps, I can guarantee that you can feel happy. You don't have to feel down or depressed or anxious or stressed or fearful. You can be happy. Someone recently told me nothing is worth being unhappy. And that's one of the most truest phrases I've ever heard. Nothing is worth being unhappy. So if you're tired of being unhappy, let me know. Reach out to me, okay? Um, Contact information in the About or Bio section or description of this video. I may even put in my phone number now. But let's get back to John and what Jesus said. You know, there's all kind of trouble in this life. Think of the disciples, right? Gave up everything to follow God. And then all of a sudden, Jesus said he's leaving. But he gave them hope. Like, no, your room in heaven is going to be awesome. And I'm preparing it for you. So that had to bring them some sense of peace. And also knowing that he's going to come back. And he is going to take them to his Father's house where he prepared a place for them. So ultimately, the next return of Jesus will provide God's perfect presence, the consequences of sin resolved, and comfort for all who hurt, because the source of those pains has been made right. Love what Christ did for us. I mean, you have to be grateful and thankful for God and sending his son to die on the cross for our sins and to give us all the hope that we could ever imagine and wish for. He gave to us. Now, I got two questions for you guys. First one, how should we think about the end of this world as we know it? And the second question is, how should that end shape our lives today? Well, I should probably try to answer these first, right? How should we think about the end of the world as we know it? I don't know. I think it would be great, if for me, if Jesus came today, it'd be fantastic. We would all go to heaven and live in perfect harmony and joy and love and peace. It'd be awesome. Uh, I don't even know how else to think about it. If you guys have any thoughts, put in the comments. I'm just kind of curious. Maybe it'll even help expand my mind on how I should think about the end of the world as we know it. And the second question is, how should that end shape our lives today? How should that end shape our lives today? Now, I'm not sure. I think we can just live more joyfully, knowing where we're going to go, right? Because I don't want to say this life doesn't matter, but the you can more easily deal with, I think, the stresses of life, knowing that the end is coming. And also talking about it to other people. And that's why I make these videos, right? I think people should realize and recognize that this life is not everything. And things will be greater, much better for us in the next world. Well, I appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. And put the answers to the questions in the comments. And also, if you guys are feeling down, depressed, anxious, stressed, fearful, unhappy, because nothing is worth being unhappy. Nothing is worth being unhappy. I can help you be happy. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. So, please reach out to me if you need any coaching, because that's what I do. I help men be the best version of themselves through coaching, and I can help you along the way. And even now, because I'm just kicking off, I've got a 50% off. So I'm looking for some new clients and who want to change and transform their life and be happy. And I need some reviews, which is why I'm doing it initially, and 50% off to get it kicked off. So again, thanks guys for watching. I'll be back here tomorrow. I don't know, I might not be back here. I might go find some woods and get away from an airport. All right. Hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.